I just love that look. I mean, it's the pre-show look
that only 20 gets to see.
that only I get to see. You know what I mean? It's like when you're husband and wife and all that stuff. Welcome to, oh my God,
another
everyone,
exciting episode
of Feel It Real Fun.
Your manifesting questions answered live.
Oh my God, yes.
I'm going to be 1 second because I really need a tissue.
Oh my God, she must have the Ebola.
The loogie.
The loogie. Victoria's got the loogie. Yo, Tommy. and Triple D. Joe, yo. Shannon. Oh my God, triple in the D. Everyone said.
So, go to freeneville.com.
That's right.
Subscribe to our 221 email list.
Angela. That's right. Pseudo-random.
And you'll get a pseudo-random email every day.
Hey, we sent one out this morning. Did you get it? Did you get it? Did you get it? Or are you one of those people that go, I'm too busy? Yeah, right. You're too fucking busy. Let's play a game.
Join us in manifestingmasterycourse.com.
That's right. 90 days, guys. Seriously. Like, where are you going to be in 90 days? Still dicking around, holding my breath, trying to not get the loogie, right? or, yeah, 90 days.
If you want in Dream Driven Day, email 20.
Now, we're probably up to about 20 seats gone, which means I haven't even opened the doors officially yet. Like,
yes.
So when I open up the doors officially and send out the email blast, it's just going to go, right?
Gone. Okay.
And then I'll get the emails. Oh, Mr. 20, I was dicking around, and watching the news.
Right. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
Oh my God, yes, that's right. Yeah, Herman is a windsock.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not supposed to touch him.
Well, just a little bit. Keep your hair down, Herman.
Oh, it's fun.
It's funny because if they can see it, we can't see it.
Yeah, it's because of the loogie.
Yeah, that's better.
Yo, look at that. Okay. Charlotte. Ho-ho! All right. Otherwise known as Charlotte.
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 Sounds like chocolat.
Chocolat. Yeah, if you drop the R, if you soften it like they do in Australia, Charlotte.
Hello, Mark Dockery. Apparently you're in Dream Driven Day.
Mark Dockery.
All right.
Ooh, MMC.
So,
boom. All right.
We're going to dive right in there.
All right, let's do it. Let's do the
Got
diving.
a few questions. The first one's from Colby.
Colby, as in cheese.
How did you find Neville? Firstly, how did you find Neville? By the way, I haven't explored your website fully yet, so if you'd like to send me links to where I can find this information on your site, then that would also be greatly appreciated.
Okay, Colby, tune in. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come.
Yes.
Ready?
You fluffed.
No, I didn't. I'm sending him links.
Oh.
That was the poof.
Okay.
Dee Maria Luisa, welcome to the show. Cool. There's some links. If you go to freeneville.com and in the search barks, type in reinvent, one word. You'll find 3 articles, How to Reinvent You. That's basically my Neville journey. But I'll give you the short version right now. Since you're watching this show, first time I was, 10, 12 years old. Let's make it up as we go along. I was a young buck back then.
Yes.
And I used to go every weekend to the corner bookstore and buy stacks of books and cool books, right? And one of them turned out to be a Neville Goddard book. And the cool thing was at the corner bookstore, I think I got them for like 20 cents a piece or something like that. And probably a third of them by the time I got home were already in somebody's bin. Because I was worried someone would get them. So I just buy 10 books, right, $2, whatever. On the way home, go, yep, or nope, right? And whatever Neville book it was, it quoted this thing called Scripture. And so I said, well, too bad. So ditched it. Second time I got into Neville. But I got some good shit from the book. Right? Here's the thing. I learned how to imagine first-person visual, right? So that was like the first golden nugget I got off Neville. The second time, me and my wife at the time, we was in the Amway, right? Actually, she was in the Amway. But her upline gave us some books to read because they thought I just needed an attitude adjustment. One of them was a Neville book. And I said, oh, yeah, I remember this Joker. Read through, got another good bit. Right. Imagine what implies the wish is fulfilled. Right, well, ditch that fucker. Done with that one. Right? And then, the third time, I was experiencing Events of the Promise, and I remembered, that Neville guy, he didn't make a big deal about it. He actually said, we're all going to do it. It's not like some of us are holier than thou and all that dumb shit. Bruce inside? Good. So, and so on. So, that was the third time. That was, mid-20s, something like that, a couple of years later. And here we are. So, boom. All right. So
that's the short version.
That's the short version, right? So,
and the link to will be, what was it?
go to freeneville.com, look for the word reinvent, one
Yes.
word. Like type it in the search box there.
Good
All
one.
right.
Excellent,
Boom.
Colby. Thank you.
Colby, thank you.
Before I keep going, Sage Summers, I saw you post a question. We're not doing it yet.
Yeah, you have to hold on to it till after we do all these ones and then just bang it back in
And
there
then
for
when
us.
we ask for it, we'll give you a yell out and you can copy and paste it in.
Yep, we'll give you a fair warning. Be about 40 minutes.
Colby.
Or so. Colby 2. Whoa.
Colby 2.
As in cheese. Triple D
Asks.
Francis is here. MM Joy.
Does smoking weed block my blessing or help it? I have heard that both Neville and Abdullah were heavy drinkers, and I would like to know how substances that alter your state of mind, alcohol, drugs, etc., affect the manifestation or imagination. I live in California and I like to smoke marijuana, and I was wondering how this may affect me and my mind. I enjoy smoking, but ever since stumbling upon this beautiful information, I've always wondered if this could be hurting me or hindering me in any way.
I like eating cheese, but if I eat too much, I get a zit right in the middle of my chest, right here. I have no idea why, but that's where it always shows up. So that's the indicator I've eaten way too much cheese, right? Somebody type it in, way too much cheese.
Way too much
right?
cheese.
Way, get it way.
Oh, right. got
Oh,
it.
come on,
Way.
he's quick today, guys, right?
It's too quick for me.
All right.
Yes.
And I like coffee in the morning. I did an analysis one day because I checked out this guy, Stephen Kotler, and he talks about the altered states economy. And he mentions some radical figure, like how much money we spend on altering our states. And altering your states, according to him, again, this is his stuff, not Neville's, right? He's like, you drink coffee, it takes you one direction. You drink whiskey, it takes you in another. You smoke tobacco, something
So
happens.
20
Smoke a little
stabilising
weed,
himself.
right?
Coffee in the morning, whiskey at night, so it gives
All
you
right.
this even kilt.
Yeah, totally, right? And so then I determined, like, holy shit, he's right. We spend an astronomical amount of money changing our physiological stage, which is not what Neville needs by states. But anyway, with all that out of the way, like the cheese thing, I mean, if you want to smoke a little doobie or something, like, I don't think it's going to do, like, right? It's physical. Physical doesn't lead. Right? Some people imagine, well, like, if you eat meat and drink, your vibration, like, really sucks and you can't manifest shit. Well, I manifested fucking meat and drink. Right? Yeah, we got to think these things through. Well, if you're negative, it's not going to work out for you. Well, okay, it didn't work out that well for Hitler, but he had a lot of fun in the process. And you just got to realize there's a lot of silly New Age teachings people try to mix in, and they always come down to the physical doesn't lead. Anyone who suggests to you the physical leads, I'd run from. Because before you can smoke a doobie, you got to imagine, oh, that'd be fun. Me and Hillary and Monica hanging out. Right? Hanging out. Anyway. Anyway. And it's like mood music, right? Some people say, well, like, I manifest better when I'm listening to good music, not bad music. Well, to listen to any music, you have to imagine what you feel like listening to music before you turn the music on, right? And some people actually get homicidal whenever they listen to Enya, right? So anyway, we got some lovely people here. The MM and Triple D people like Mary and Margaret and Grant Monk are here.
Yeah.
I always feel like Romper Room. I loved Romper Room. Right. I was thinking about people that smoked a little much. So there's the thing, guys. Ready? Yeah. I think the number one thing, by the way, is imagine that you have a life that's fun. Because I notice when people try to take this stuff serious, like I did the first 2 times I came across Neville, I'm serious, no scripture, right? Serious, like, fuck all that, right? Have fun, right? Just let yourself have some fun. And if it involves a little bit of coffee or a little bit of cheese, but if you notice you're getting a zit, or it's like, well, man, I've been staring at the stars for like months now, you might want to cut back on the like way to go, right? So.
And Joe Weldon just said that eating meat doesn't really change your mental state. Monica. Sorry.
Whoa! Did he type that in?
No,
I was
I
going to
just
say,
blew
damn,
that
that's
out of my
good.
mouth then. Sorry about that.
Eating meat didn't change Monica's state.
Mental state.
All right, someone's going to leave now. Sorry.
Excellent.
I am
Thank
offensive.
you, Colby. That was ace. The next question's from DDD Fran, believing as God.
Good morning.
So we've got a quote first. Do not be embarrassed when I tell you that you are God. Instead, walk believing that you are that important. You don't have to become arrogant, but you must assume you are God. Think about it. Stop believing in God and start believing as God.
Was that yesterday's show?
This
We
is
did
not
this one
yesterday,
the day
a couple of
before?
days ago.
All right.
Do this and the visions will come to confirm your assumption. Fran goes on, this is so powerful. Can you tell me how I can start believing as God? What thoughts to hold in mind? What feel at real session to do? I'm still catching up with DDD. So much success. I will elaborate later. How long will Facebook group be available?
Cool. Then the Triple D groups, they stay alive forever, right? As long as you guys post and play, and I'll join in once in a while. But as long as you guys are posting and playing, cool, right? I just love that, right? So for the 30 days of Dream Driven Day, I'll poke the box a lot. After that, I sort of lay back and watch. I watch. So, yeah, just for clarity there. So you always have access to the goodies. 9 words. Virginia, thank you. It was the 9 words episode. Virginia, you, otherwise known as Ginny, otherwise known as Super Boom in the room, thank you.
Yes, that's
So,
right.
see?
Sorry, I just tuned back in.
Right. Somebody's paying attention, right? So how to believe as God, right? Here's the number one thing I notice. Notice when people sell the pearl. Right? There was a lady that showed up in our Facebook group yesterday, and she's telling us how it all works, and we're all saying, hey, why don't you dive a little into the Neville? And she keeps saying, well, I'm right, and she wants us to catch on that she's right. And it's like, right. So after I ball gagged her, I went to her Facebook timeline. For fuck's sake, like, someone that believes in every secondary cause possible, right? And here's what I mean. Bleach is going to save the world right now. Right? Social isolation, right? They're going to be people that break all the fucking rules, and they're okay. And they're going to be people that follow every single rule, and they're going to suffer and die or be broke or whatever, right? And just to be blunt, this is everywhere in life, right? And I'm not saying to go out and do stupid shit. I mean, you know, I just can't imagine getting a massage right now. I'm not in the mood to have people touch me, right? But I'm not going. I won't let people touch me. Get away from me. Stop. Right, I will shoot you if you cross the 1.5 meter rule, right? Yeah, but notice where you actually own the pearl. And when you notice you don't own the pearl there, that's when it's time to go, right, what am I really imagining here? Right? If you're imagining being well and suddenly you feel like washing your hands in Clorox, you wash your hands in Clorox. But if you're imagining dying because there's a virus out there, fuck, I got to wash my hands in Clorox. You get the difference?
Yeah.
You're believing in Clorox. Right, instead of you, right? So, the whole thing of, you'll notice I carry, I designed the business and we run the business based on what I would consider very solid business practice. But at the same time, I don't go, right, you can't say the word fuck and be a spiritual teacher, so we can't say that, right? I'm honest to me, right? There's the thing. So, do I say the word fuck just to say the word fuck sometimes, right? But here's the thing. If you're actually imagining living from the end of your wish fulfilled, boom, you'll be buying the pearl and living as God. But on the other hand, if you're hoping, right, there's a lot about the universe, right, just like gravity, right, really? I can suspend gravity. I used to watch the Hardy Boys do it way back in the old days. There were these 2 black guys about 5'7". They used to jump up and kick the basketball hoop and sort of hover.
Oh, wow.
Right? And I talked to them, and they were like, yeah. And like I just imagine hovering, and they fucking did, right? I couldn't do it. I was a big guy. I'd jump up, hit the thing, and land with a fucking boom, right? Victoria knows all about me and the boom. So that's it. I start believing as God by playing with the tools. What do you reckon, Vic?
I think you're right.
I think you're right. You better. That's right.
Good
boom.
One. Thank you, Fran. All right.
Never slurp on video. They don't like it. It offends people.
The next question's from Alexandra in Manifesting Mastery.
Boom.
How long is a session?
Cool.
1. Is there any expected specific timing, like minimum or maximum, for actually feeling the congratulatory scene for it to be effective? Can it be as short as a couple of seconds? That would be enough to see somebody smile and hear a sentence or catch a glimpse of freshly issued documents confirming the final state and get the thrill. And on the other hand, can I experience it for long, then I guess there is the risk of imagining too many details.
This is so good because there's that batshit crazy thing that maybe Joe Sterling or Sonia can look it up for me. It's like if you imagine for 17 seconds and you actually hold it for 17 seconds 4 times in a row, it's guaranteed to happen. It's like, wow, all right. Let me ask you a question. Before you could tell me that piece of bullshit, did you have to imagine telling to me for 17 seconds? I sat there and I imagined for 17 seconds. I'm telling Mr. 20 all about this dumb shit. All right, and then I'm going to take a break. I'm going to do it for 17 more seconds, 4 times in a row. Then my lips can move. Because you have to imagine 17 seconds times 4 to get something to happen. Otherwise, if I just casually imagine saying something that's useful and or funny, and my lips fucking move, it's like, whoa, that was fun, wasn't it? It's that fast, right? So remember, oh, you guys are talking amongst themselves. This is great. I can't wait to read these later. Because sometimes we get lost in the 60s. Right? We got a question coming up about that. But here's what's cool, guys. Check out those setting versus scene videos on feelitrealfun.com, because setting is, okay, I'm in my house, Victoria's in the garden, there's a puppy on my lap, and I experience a sip of coffee because we just filled up the last seat in Dream Driven Day. Boom. Right? The imaginal act is that one sip. It's not, okay, I need every detail of the house, every detail of the garden. What is Victoria wearing? What does she, whoa, smell like today? She's been working hard, right? You get it? Yeah, that's, and by the way, I don't mean that your Feel It Real sessions should take more than a second. Again, I manifest shit all the time. Kari's here. Hi, Kari.
Hi, Kari.
So, yeah, all the time without the 17-second rule, whatever the hell that means. But also there's the thing of you know what I'm doing when I fall in bed at night, asleep, right? When I fall in bed at night, asleep, right? Yes. And I'm laying there and it's like, right, let me clean up a couple things, turn a couple bads into goods into greats, because we all have, anybody that says, I haven't had a bad thing happen, I've never had a bad thought or feeling for the last 7 years, but I can't understand why Neville ain't working for me. That's because you're not noticing shit, right? So I go to bed and I go, oh, I was a little terse with them. Oh, I just imagine I was just a little bit less terse. Right? Oh, pizza was good. I imagine pizza was great. Oh, my 3 double anchovies. Boom, right? And just imagine up some bad into good into great. That's bedtime. And sometimes I'll just lay in there, just going oh, yeah. Just enjoy savoring that pizza. But the impregnation happens, right?
Yeah.
So you can lay there and relax a little bit. So you can take a few minutes, enter into static into sleep if you want, or you can go there instantly with the take a pee method.
Take a pee.
Yeah, we've talked about this. Somebody look it up. It's on the YouTube somewhere. So we get the take a pee method, because when you take a pee, you do experience that static into sleep, right? Invest that. Boom. All right? And so on and so forth. So you can rest there for a little while, but remember, the imaginal act happens instantly. And it's just I keep always pointing out to people, I've never had a win. Well, yeah, wind enough that I type to you right now.
Yeah, it sort of reminds me a little bit, and it might not have anything to do with Alexandra's question, but some people might feel that, why hasn't it happened yet? Neville does say about that, you do it until it feels natural 70 times 7, and it doesn't mean you do it
490 times.
490 times.
Pretty fast with the maths today.
It means until you nail it, and you'll know when you
know
nail
it. You know it. I watched Victoria the other day. She's out in the garden. She made this lovely little video. It's on her personal timeline. She nailed doing the video. I'm like, hey, babe, what about? Nope, busy. Like, whoa. Right?
Yeah, I don't get much.
She was locked on.
Yeah.
You know when you're locked on. 70 times 7 means the eye is though transfixed by a sword.
Yeah.
All right? So, right? Meanwhile.
Yeah, so I brought that up because some people might say, well, my session, I'm not getting, I've been imagining this, and then if it doesn't happen, then do I need to bring in more details? Do I need to make it shorter? Like you said, watch that scene versus setting, 70 times 7, you know when you nail it. It can be as short as that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Or it might take you 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But get in the habit of getting that it doesn't have to take 70 million sessions or 4 hours. I meditate every day for an hour about winning the lottery. All right. cool. You could actually like do something with that hour, right? Just nail something like knowing you create wealth, and then notice what you do with the next 59 minutes. All right, there's some obtuse answers. Cool. Alexandra, thank you. That's a goody question. By the way, you notice there is no how many seconds. That would again be going out to like, okay, right? 17 seconds times 4. So
yeah,
we gotta watch the clock. Oh yeah, we gotta get the bullshit application, right? Manifestingbullshit.com, and we hit the app and we get a 17-second timer. Versus right. Sometimes I nail it that fast. Sometimes it takes a little while. Sometimes I sit there and I just enjoy a cigar while I ponder, right, what's this new thing feel like? How do I feel being this guy? And it's not like I'll be forcing the smoke. It's more like I'll just be exploring it. Right? So, boom. Yo, Stephanie. Welcome to Triple D.
Oh, right. Hello, Stephanie. I heard this morning you joined Ace.
Boom. All right.
Right. So that was, thank you, Alexandra. And you've got another one.
Oh, my God. This is like the day of doubles. Double, double, double.
So, Alexandra in Manifesting Mastery asked, what do I say when they ask me to... Any advice on how to speak to people when they ask how things are going? This brings me back to the physical reality and might result in a sort of tension, which instantly takes me out of the blissful final image. I remember having come across such questions on your website, but I clearly can't remember and find the answer.
Coolio. Now here's what's cool, right? So I imagine you having your answer, right? That doesn't mean I don't reply to you, right? Now here's the cool thing. When people are asking about the physical world, I tell them about it. Right? They say, hey, how fast is your car going? And I say 50. Right? Now, if I'm imagining going like 212 or if I'm imagining going 30, right? You get it's weird. So back in the old days, the last time I came into Australia, I was coming in on a visitor visa. And I was imagining being a citizen. And I handed over my U.S. passport, which was my passport at the time because I was a U.S. citizen back then. And they said, purpose of your visit to Australia. And I told them. And so on and so forth, right? But here's the thing. If I said, I'm not visiting, I'm a citizen, right? And gave them the salute, they'd put me in the rubber room.
Lock up.
Right?
Yeah.
So when someone asks you about the physical thing, tell them about the physical thing. And this one always shows up with dating. And I don't know if this is your situation or not, but it's like, hey, have you met someone? And you say, I'm happily married.
No.
Right? Because you're imagining being happily married, right? I'm happily married. And they go, wow, what a shame, because I had the perfect guy for you to meet, but since you're a fucking crackpot,
I'm not
we're not going to introduce you, right?
Yeah.
Because you're crazy.
Yeah.
Right? So here's the thing, right? This also takes us to the fake it till you make it kind of thing. Like I remember going to the Amway meeting, and the Amway guy saying, you fake it till you make it. They ask how much money you're making. You tell them, I'm making enough to pay the mortgage. I'm making a look at my new Cadillac. Well, the guy's saying, here's the thing. You tell them, see, Amway bought my Cadillac. And if you can't afford one, just rent one to go to the meeting. And I'm looking at his Cadillac, and I'm thinking, you're a liar. You're on stage telling me to lie.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, see you, Amway. Right? Love the soap, by the way.
Yeah, we still do
Amway soap, right? Yeah, we broke out in hives here one day, right? And it's like, wow, that's not fun. Let's get some Amway soap, because I like Amway soap, right? Done and dusted. Someone's going to say we sold the pearl on that. Well, I can't wait for that.
True.
Right? But here's the thing. I imagine not having itchy skin, right? And suddenly it's like, oh yeah, Amway soap, right? It's not that I went, oh, we have itchy skin, Amway soap, right? And it's like, no, we have itchy skin. Fuck this. Don't have time for this dumb shit.
Yeah.
Right? Went into the state of like no itchy skin, and suddenly it's like, oh yeah, Amway. I wonder who sells Amway. Well, let's call and get into an argument on the phone with someone. So they ask about the physical, you tell them about the physical. No big deal. By the way, somebody's going to say, now watch how real this is. Is Dream Driven Day full yet? Well, we're at about 20 people. That means 10 left. I still haven't opened up the doors. If you want in, email me now. Now, here's the cool thing. Watch me, right? I know this course will book full. I've already imagined it booked full. You get it? But if you say, has it totally booked? And I lie to you? Yes, it's fully booked. We have all 30 people, and we don't. You get it? Right? Versus, right, I've already imagined it booked. You see it? It's booked every single time so far. It's even overbooked. Yeah, right? And here's the thing. I imagine that, but if you say, what's the status today? I'll tell you the status today is we've got about 10 spots.
third left.
Right, 1/3 left. Still haven't opened the doors. If you want in, email me. So you get it. This is real, right? Boom. By the way, I also imagine you nailing this, so I still give you an answer. You get it? Because if I imagine you nailing it, yep, I imagine you nailing it, and no use me doing a show on this.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah, got you.
Boom. So, still get to eat the pizza.
Cool. Excellent.
Triple
Thank
D
you,
Dave is
Alexandra.
here. Triple D Dave, Triple D Mark. Look at that. You guys are like neighbors.
The next question's from Bo, and I think I saw Bo was here.
Bo is here.
Manifesting more than enough money.
Boom.
Mr. 2020, Victoria, and dogs. Thanks so much for all you do.
Good day, Bo.
Thank you, Bo. I have done Feel It Real for my bank account to have more than enough money, and I do a revision when I look at it, so it's running over. I carry the bill with, so it's running over. I carry the bill with, so I know I won't be broke. So what else to do for my more than enough money to be here? Thank you. You love sweating that coffee.
I do. All right, so here's the deal. I always make it about me. And I know there are times where Neville said, like, imagine zeros on the debt and so on and so forth. I really get, when I dive into the core of his teachings, and I keep diving into the core of his teachings, for me it always comes back to what he talks about. No one to change but self. Let this be about you. And so instead of letting it be about the bank account, here's my thing. I went to the chicken guy the other day, and I got chicken when no one else can get chicken. And I hand him the card, and he's like, and I said, just tap this one, right? I usually use the red card instead of use the silver card, right? So I give him the silver card, and he taps it, and he goes, right? It made their own fucking noise. I said, do it again. He did it again. It made their own noise. I said, listen, that account has a lot of money in it. He goes, oh, I hit check. I said, oh, no, that's the other card, right? Don't hit check, just tap it, right? And he taps, he goes, whoa, right? Boom. But here's the thing. I'm shocked when a card makes the wrong noise, right? I don't give a shit. I don't know how much is in the bank. I know there's enough, right? I know there's plenty. I know that because I create wealth. And here's where I want you to play. What is it like? Experience just one sip of coffee, knowing that you can dial up your income. Just have one sip of coffee knowing that people value you to the point where they pay you what you ask. Got it? But having this kind of experience changes everything, because you let it be about you. Instead of like, right, I hope I got a good idea that makes money. Or my buddy Tommy D back in the old country, he said, yeah, Tommy D was a good guy. And after a business adventure that failed, he said, how about if we make money next time? Right? His idea just didn't float, and he didn't imagine it succeeding. On the other hand, if I imagine I create wealth, I get half a dozen ideas that, oh, they sound good, but I just feel no motivation to do them. So I don't. But when I find one like Dream Driven Daycraft commercial, I go, damn, this is good. Right? And it's exactly what people are needing right now. So we produced it. Got it? So there's the thing. Let it be about you. I produce great shit. Right? I create wealth, not only in my life, but in yours. You get it? There's that knowingness. Keith, K.L. Chong. Boom. Double M and fellow whiskey drinker.
Cool. Thank you, Bo. That was great.
Thanks, Bo.
Now, the next question is from Anne in Manifesting Mastery.
Good morning, Anne. Welcome
Dreams
to the show.
and time travel. I sometimes, for fun, imagine how I would feel to wake up in the 80s and what I would do. The first thing I would do is call my parents. I know it cannot happen in Caesar's world, but I dreamed last night that I went back in time, but to the 70s, and almost my imaginings about time travel to the 80s happened in that dream. So what about dreams?
Cool. Consciousness is the only reality. So I love in Creation Faith where Neville talks about he could imagine his parents congratulating him on a win. And then he says, my parents are dead, but I can still imagine them congratulating me today on a win, because we don't die, right? And just being willing to explore that a little bit, really, really cool. On the flip side, I know people that get really wrapped up in alternative realities, parallel realities, multi-reality threads, reality tunnels, doing dream work, and they spend like 24 hours a day, pretty much like stoned and dysfunctional. You came here to experience life here. So on the other hand, I don't get Anne's going in this direction, but I just mention this because it's like, if you find yourself like living under a bridge doing dream work, that's not necessarily the path I'd suggest. I'd suggest, right, like Neville said, we need money in this world. If I'm going to ask you out for lunch and I'm paying, I need money, right? Someone who's into metaphysics and broke isn't applying it. So apply it in all sorts of ways. Apply it and you explore your dreams. You know, experience, if you want to experience mom and dad, experience mom and dad. By the way, you don't have to go back to the 80s or the 70s, you know.
To experience
right now.
Yeah.
Right? Boom.
Yeah.
So there, good on you for playing, because just a lot of people don't bother. So one more little note on dreams. If you have a dream and you don't like it,
revise it.
Revise it.
It's the same as our dreams in the Caesar's world.
Boom. Like, it's all equally a dream. That doesn't mean it's not real.
Yeah.
Right? Again, for the people that say, well, this is the physical world is an illusion, right? Send me all your money and your sister, right?
Okay.
Victoria needs some help in the garden. What did you think I meant?
I didn't know.
I mean, it could be an awful ugly sister with big muscles or something, you know?
That'd be cool.
That's what I'm imagining. Oh, offensive.
Excellent. Thank you, Anne. The next question's from Dream Driven Daily Andrew. Forced vaccinations.
By the way, we've got this question and one more, and then we'll say, hey, type in your questions if you want to give them to us. So if you have something live, we had somebody earlier.
Yeah, it was Sage Summers right there. She's still here.
You're still here, Sage. Cool. So we got two more questions. So get ready to go. Boom. All right?
Cool.
Boom. Boom. Right. Cool. Mark says, is the sister cute? Well, if you like, say again, I don't know whose sister I'm talking about now. So I got to tell you, man.
Yeah, I think
I've met some muscly women. Women with more muscles than teeth.
Anyway, okay, so this is Leandro's forced vaccinations.
Why is this not working?
Yo, 20. Hello, Miss V. They are talking about doing forced vaccinations here. Don't fancy having chemicals forcefully shoved into my body. What should I imagine? What's your take on it? Big love to everyone.
Boom.
I think they're not forcing it for everyone, but they're certainly...
not here.
Yeah, they're saying in May something about getting vaccination shots by May, or I can't remember.
We'll see how that works out.
Anyway, yes.
All right. Bullshit. Right. So many ways to play. Right, let's say they line your ass up and they're marching you in to get the shot and there's no fucking way out. And like you're getting that oozy feeling because the guys standing on either side of you have Uzis, right? You probably don't want to go, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's like, if they're actually forcing you to get something put in your arm, stop imagining that it fucking matters.
I was just going to say that. What are you imagining about the vaccination? Yeah, that's what we...
No, vaccinations are optional. I'm not going to get one. Like, I read something like to go to India, you need like 32 vaccinations. Kari, let me know. And it's like, I'm not into fucking vaccinations. It's just not my thing. It's like, and it's not that I fear them. I just don't like them. It's like Victoria doesn't like pizza. If I say, hey, babe, how about if we get a pizza? And you just... Yeah, it's like you can get a... She doesn't even like saying it. Right?
It's all right.
Okay.
I just...
Right. Some of us like thigh-high stockings. Some don't. Right? But the thing is, I mean, if it's mandatory thigh-high stockings, all right, I'll put the fuckers on and dance around like Tim Curry. I used to look like him, I guess. Right? I actually did back in the police academy days, but
well, high stockings.
Oh well,
with garter belt.
Well, yeah. Anyway, that's all we're gonna say.
Okay.
Right. So, but some do, some don't. So what? You know, like, am I gonna get a shot? Not if I don't have to. But if I have to, I'm not gonna go. Fuck, man.
Now my body's.
I'm so fucked. I got to do the 4x44 and the 5x55 and the 17 by. Kari went to India without getting any. Well, Kari, you're special. No one's going to say no to you. See, the shit you read on the internet. By the way, I'm glad you said you went without getting any, right? Because there's so much dumb shit on the internet. Right? It's for the masses that just want to go, all right, what can I get worked up about today? Oh, Mr. 20 was a dick. Oh, forced vaccinations. Oh, forced vaccinations with him being a dick in my head. Oh, Monica. It's just like, Time to move on from that one, I guess. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing. Great question. Glad you asked.
Yeah, it's a goodie. Thank you, Leandro.
Boom, 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 boom.
And the last question we've got here is from Cortez on Facebook. How to manifest a sexual relationship.
Hoo-hoo.
How can I manifest a sexual relationship with, you've got woman, maybe women, but I don't know.
Don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Angela says I could be Frank Converter. Yeah, because seriously, I looked like him back in the 80s. I'll find a photo for you, right? But ironically enough, we left the police academy graduation ceremony, me, Tony, Stacy, and Sue, because it was boring. Right? Yeah, everyone is all pompous and up their own ass, and it's like, well, let's go do something fun. I saw something for something called a Rocky Horror Picture Show. We had no idea what we were getting into. Right? By the way, this will answer your question, I promise. And so me, Tony, Stacy, and Sue, we rock up to the Rocky Horror Picture thing, and this is the 80s, man. And so when you go to the theater doing that, people are taking in bags full of things like hot dogs and toast and squirt guns and plastic and stuff. And me and Tony are in suits, and the girls are in like formal dresses. I was like, we get up to the thing, and the guys say, "Are you guys serious?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're serious. We're bored." Like, you really want to go in there dressed like that? I said, "Absolutely." So Tony and I went in with Stacy and Sue, and we sat Stacy and Sue down and looked around. It's like, fuck, man, this is going to be a madhouse. So we went around and used police voice and said, "Excuse me, open up your bag." "Nope, you're not allowed to have that, thank you." Right? And so we confiscated people's shit, right? It was good fun because we knew how to be policemen. So we go in and we take people's shit. Like, so we got the girls' plastic bags for outfits. We got some ammo, like squirt guns and toast and shit like that, the things you do at a Rocky Horror Picture Show. And then like halfway through, some guy goes, those are the assholes that took our stuff. Right? And one bum rushes me, so I do a foot sweep. I'm ready to pound him, and he goes, dude, it's Greg." I'm like, "Oh, hey, Greg, how you doing, buddy?" So, because he had a mask on, I couldn't tell, but he was just mucking with me. So what's this have to do with manifesting a sexual relationship? Wouldn't you love to know,
Yeah.
right? Could be about getting hot dogs and squirt guns and stuff like that. But here's the thing, right? We could have imagined staying at the police academy dinner. Right? Another 2 fucking hours there, listen to the guys give speeches about how great they are, right? And how wonderful it was, and so on. And we just went, right, we're done eating the vittles, we're out of here, right? You want a sexual relationship? What would imply that you have one? And don't wait, right? Tony and I imagine having a good time, right? I mean, fuck, the girls are in dresses, we're in suits, right? We're imagining having a fun time, and this is boring. We can't stay there.
Yeah.
So if you're not having a sexual relationship, whether it's with one woman or 10 women or men's or I don't know your thing, but whatever it is, what would imply that you have it? Tony and I were feeling having fun, and I was like, let's get out of here, all right, and away we go. So if you're effectively imagining having sexual relationships or a relationship, whatever it is, notice that your behavior changes. You're not going to passively sit at the table and hope. God, I hope this fucking ends. So I hope she has sex with me. Well, no, you're going to feel something, and that's going to move you and the people around you. Got it? And it's going to be an adventure. How did it happen? I swear to God, it's not like we're driving to the police academy thing going, "Oh, Rocky Horror Picture Show, what's that? Maybe we should go to it." No, it's just like, yeah, we saw a sign, and we're bored. It's like, I wonder what the fuck that is. I don't know. It sounds weird. Let's go, right? That's the thing, right? So allow yourself to have the adventure. Right? Allow yourself to be the adventurer. We talked in, it was in the club about the guy with the hat, Indiana Jones.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
You notice there's 2 sides to Indiana Jones. There's the school professor, right? And the chicks dig him because he's more than a school professor.
Yeah.
But the real Indy is an adventurer.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. If my guess would be everybody knows about sex. Right? But can you be the adventure of it? Right? What adventures can you have having sexual relationships or a sexual relationship? Right? Just let it be fun.
That's nice, actually. That's a really nice analogy.
Yep.
For Indiana, yeah.
See, he's pretty clever. He gets to the point sooner or later. And he even tied in thigh-high stockings.
Yeah.
Who in the ha? All right,
Okay.
so
Firstly, thank you, Cortez. That was great.
boom.
So
And of
now,
course, right?
yes.
Coffee game, right? If you, yeah, and I suggest that, you're really making this. Who would you be if you had sexual relationships, right? Or a sexual relationship? How would you experience that one sip of coffee knowing, that was good. It's going to be gooder later too. Right? Just whatever, right? You don't got to imagine banger. You just imagine, right? I mean, like Tony and I imagine having fun. We weren't, right? We left, right? You got to leave the old place up behind to get to the new one. So who is it, Victoria?
It was Sage Summits.
All
We're
right,
ready
Sage,
for your question now.
Type it, go, go, go.
Can you type it
Doobie
in?
doobie doo. When in
Yes.
doubt, always the coffee game.
Is
right?
that coffee?
Well, it's actually beetroot latte and coffee. Would you like some?
Let me check.
It's quite yummy. Alrighty.
Sage,
Type
still there?
faster. Type faster.
copy and paste your question in.
All right.
Otherwise, we're going to have to wind up the show.
All right. Well, we can do the wind up and then do Sage's question if she joins us.
Okay, so we'll
All right.
start doing the wind up. If
So
you
what we
post
want
a
to know,
question.
guys.
Yes.
Oh my God! Here we go. Sage.
Cool.
boy.
Okay, and it's
Let's
some
see.
more
We can do
Seymour.
the Seymour.
Dreams that are.
Okay. We can only see a little bit.
We can only see two lines.
So dreams that are symbolic. Is it a conscious talking to you, or it's not significant? Not obviously not all dreams, but some. It's
And
too
that's
big.
where it ends for
Yep.
us, just so you know.
Cool. Here, so I'll with the limited amount of the sentence that Facebook lets us see. Cool. Dreams are symbolic. The question always is, what's it mean to you? Emmett! For fuck's sake.
Outside.
Right?
Good boys.
And again, the whole thing of, right, if you don't like where the dream's heading or what it indicates, cool, revise, change some things around. It's funny, I have themes with dreams, and this is what I always tell people to notice. Notice the theme of the dream and how you feel about it.
Yeah.
And that'll give you a heap. Stay away from the dream dictionaries and stuff.
I was just going to
like
say
this.
those dream interpretations and books and stuff like that, because water might not mean that to you.
Exactly.
It might mean something totally different. And I've always thought that's what we need to use in our own personal interpretation of it.
For me, here's a great example. Guns. Right? I am very capable with a firearm. I mean, I am like super fucking capable with a firearm. It is very rare that I walk into any place, especially here, and see somebody who I know is more capable than me. Right? That happened at Bunnings when we went there. Right? One of the armed guards actually looked like, fuck, I would not fuck with that guy. Right?
Excuse me.
Cough it up. Right.
I think it's the cinnamon in the beetroot latte.
Oh,
I
probably,
didn't
because
think
it's
about
a
it.
vasodilator thing. Right?
Oh, some water.
And Luby.
Hang on, just got a little bit more.
Cool.
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 Had
Some interesting ones that are significant to me. Cool. Here's the thing, right? So like generally, and again, I mean, like you can dream about the day. You can have just like things weave together while you're dreaming, so on and so forth. But the big thing is notice your personal symbology, the theme, how you feel. And again, when I say personal symbology, firearms to me mean capability, and so being capable. Right, and so when I have a dream and I have a weapon, right, I know that I'm exploring something with being capable, right, and it's not, and if it's like, fuck man, my gun's a piece of shit, I just have to notice, right, where am I feeling like I don't have capability in my life, versus 99% of the time in a dream, if I have a weapon or I produce a weapon, which is not that often, but it's like, yep, capable, right, I'm able to handle things, take care of business, do what it takes, so on and so forth. So just notice your own personal symbology bits. I mean, I think that's the big thing. Themes, your personal symbology, and again, if you don't like it, like I woke up with a dream and I couldn't get Bruce. Bruce was like going down the river, and I'm like, fuck, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, let's just change that around. I'm not going to let that feeling grow. Got it.
revise it.
Revise it. So thanks for asking. Hope we kind of got it. Yeah. Again, Facebook just truncates everything on when we're doing the show. So Victoria.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, Sonia. That's a lovely strawberry bit, because it's actually the question we're about to ask right now. What we want to know is, what was your strawberry bit?
yeah, what was your strawberry bit?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we just love having you guys here, and my strawberry bit's you guys and her, because I get to do the show with her. How cool is that? I mean, you get it. This is what we do, right? This is just lovely, and you're fun to do it with.
Thank you.
All right.
I don't know what my strawberry bit is today. Sorry, you guys.
Feels good. You can keep doing that.
Okay, I'll keep doing
touchy,
that.
touchy.
Maybe that can be my strawberry bit.
It feels so good.
Okay.
All right. So, ready?
Yes.
Let's tell them where to go and what to do.
All right. So, go to freeneville.com.
That's right. Sage says, thank you. Cool. I'm glad we were able to give something to you. With, like I said, Facebook. Fuck it. Yeah. See, by the way, let's talk about how real this is. Even though I can't get all of Sage's thing, I'm imagining giving to her. I'm imagining her having gotten gold. She just said thank you. I'm assuming she got some gold.
Yeah.
You got it? Versus I could go, oh, fuck it. Goddamn Facebook. We're going to someplace else. Shut down the show. All right? Now, get it? One cause. Buy the pearl. So, boom. Bo, you answered my question. Strawberry bit. Cool. Thank you. Cool. Rock
Sweet.
on. So,
good one.
We did
So,
halfway.
go to freeneville.com.
221 email list. Click on the link we send you, or else we can't send you emails until somebody dies. Next.
All right. Join us in Manifesting Mastery, course.com.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
It's our 90-day adventure.
Oh, yeah.
$1 a day. And for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com. Oh, Daniela, look at all
Wow,
those.
look at all those strawberries.
Wow.
That's like a big bowl of strawberries.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
That's it. And for those of you that went in Dream Driven Day, I'm curious if we even get to open public doors. Because seriously, we're down to 10 seats. Right? Well, about 10. I didn't do the count after everyone today. I got to see how many did I sit. All right, you can pay by the 6th or whatever.
Oh, thanks for all your lovins.
So, if you went in, email
Have a
us.
great day, night, weekend. We'll catch you next week.
That's right. Oh my God, there it is. Look at that. He is a handsome guy.
Don't know actually how our one's next week. Oh, yeah, we're getting the tree down next week.
Yeah, it might be a little noisy some days, but anyway, it'll all work out.
Yeah.
See ya. Love ya.
See ya.
Freeneville.com.
.com.
That's right.